Well, hello there, and welcome to a very special episode of the Game Huggers Game Hump weekly podcast. That's right, your midweek addiction has returned once again, and it is 6 days to Christmas 2018. We're here to celebrate the holidays. Happy holidays, sauce, as Connor once said. Doesn't that sound funny? Like hollandaise sauce?
I like it, but I feel like that's more of a Dragon Master Dan joke.
God, you are right. That is a Dan joke. Unfortunately, Dan will be unable to be a part of the show this holiday because he is starring in his very own YouPorn video tonight called what is it called? It's called Lethal Injection. Anyway, so we're here to talk about the Christmas. We're here to get in the Christmas spirit. We're here to talk about holidays. We're here to talk about some fun gaming memories that we have during Christmas breaks as kids or adults or whatever. And maybe even talk about some stuff we're getting this holiday season and things in any way, shape, or form about gaming. Because that's what we do. We talk about gaming and stuff and candy and other random things that we just happen to ramble on about. But since we don't have Dan here, we're going to talk about the people we do have here. And that is two people right now and potentially more later. And starting off, Jay Lude, Grandmaster King Drool. John is here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm well. I'm here for you, and you're a friend. I support you in solidarity.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice news, boy, buddy.
Hats for life.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You know, I got a nice assortment of hats, actually. They're all hanging above me. It's kind of cool.
You keep wearing those hats, Josh.
I'll just keep on wearing those hats.
Yeah.
Hatting.
Keep hatter's gonna hat. Also, Connor, Tweak, you're here as well. Thank you for being a part of the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I is good. What's new?
I feel kind of bad now because I actually don't have a hat nearby to put on.
Well,
It's
you've got the headphones.
I do. It covers a little bit of the top, I guess.
I'll send you a hat. I'll send you one
phenomenal.
when I get you for Secret Santa. Which, speaking segue time, Secret Santa at the old PCEngineFX.com.
Wow.
Say love you, buddy.
Yeah.
The old forums. We continued the tradition this year, mostly on Discord, doing the Secret Santa for Obey. I actually got my Secret Santa gift in the mail the other day, so I'm going to open mine a little bit early this year, but live on the show today. At the end of the show, I'll be opening up my Secret Santa PC Engine FX, or as whatever we're going to call it now, just Discord PCFX Secret Santa gift. And Connor, you said you were a part of that too?
Yeah, I was a part of that this year for the first time.
Cool. Did you get your gift already?
I did, and I was instructed to open it already.
Oh my God!
Well, the guy who had me was Gooseman.
Oh,
and
nice, dude.
He told me about it in advance. So.
Oh, cool. Do you want to share what it was, or is it?
I actually just got a bunch of music from him, which is cool because it's exactly what I requested. Because I know that's kind of listen to the same types of things. So he got me a bunch of like heavy metal CDs, which I really like.
Right on. Very cool. Which ones? Just out of curiosity.
I got Solstice, Armageddon, Sludge, and Vector.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, I was happy. It's like, bands I hadn't listened to before because I mostly listen to older stuff. And so, I like getting new music from other people. So.
Hell yeah, dude. That's super cool. Nice. That's awesome. Very cool. All right. So should we do pickups? Any new pickups? Anything exciting? Anything cool in the gaming world that we've gotten recently?
I got something.
Let's go, John. I want to see it. I want to hear it. I want to feel it. What is that?
Hold on. Can you see it? What?
Oh, is that the Switch one?
It is. These just came today.
So are they wireless?
They are. Pretty sweet, huh?
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, wow. So those are like Joy-Cons?
Yeah. And check this shit out. Hold on, I got something for you.
I'm so confused. Do they go on the side of the Switch if you want them to?
You just wait, buddy boy. This is gonna blow your mind.
Well, my mind's already blown. Now it's exploding. It's going to invert itself. It's going to be turned into an inverted fish ass, I'm quite certain. Oh my god.
Look at that.
That's freaking awesome.
That
you
is
just
pretty
click on?
cool.
Yeah.
Dude. What?
And
And you can
there are some games you can apparently play, you know, vertically.
Right, yep.
Yeah. And when you play like this, you can actually play it's a functional D-pad. It rotates the D-pad, so left is up, you know, up is right. So you can play it like this.
Oh my god. So how much do those cost?
Ooh, well, that's
Oh god.
that's the trouble. First of all, you have to be part of Nintendo's online service.
Oh yeah.
So there's at least $20 off the top, and then
That's okay though.
And then ordering them, it's $60.
Oh. Well, that's two wireless controllers.
Yeah, 2 wireless controllers. So it's a bit steep, but I thought it was a neat thing to give it a shot, you know.
So how do you play games with the NES controllers on the sides? Like you would use the D-pad on one and then the buttons on the other?
Just like that.
That's weird though. The buttons are up and down. I don't know if I'd like that. I want them sideways.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Well, here's what you can do. This is what you're going to do. Hold on. You're going to do this.
Put a regular Joy-Con on it.
Bam!
Damn. Look at you. Are you a wizard? That's pretty cool, actually. I mean, it looks so dorky, but it's actually pretty neat looking.
and it finally gives you a functional D-pad for your Switch.
True.
Right?
Did you know that Nintendo did release a Joy-Con with a functional D-pad on it?
Shut your filthy mouth! Really?
It's only a left one. It's $25 by itself. It's only left, and it's only to be used while in handheld mode. You can't use it as a standalone on the Joy-Con, like the loose ones or whatever.
Yeah, is that
you have to connect it to the system.
Was that
it's a Nintendo product too.
Yeah, it's not the Hori one. The Hori one was just like a reshell for that one, and then Nintendo was like, "Wait, we can make some money off this if we,
I had no idea.
repurpose some of these."
Yeah, Nintendo made Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda themed left Joy-Con with a D-pad on it, and it's just for handheld mode. Nice. I mean, speaking of things that you can play with, Sarumaru-san has just joined the podcast this week.
Hi guys.
Oh, hi, Saru. How are you doing?
That's perfect because my pickup is actually related to Saru, so I'm pretty happy that he's.
If you say something stupid, I'm gonna jet.
All I'm saying, man, is this week I got my brand new FX Unit Yuki art book.
You know what?
And as you can see, it's everything that was promised to me.
Which is nothing.
Wait, did you say that you got one?
Which is absolutely nothing.
Did you say you just got one?
I did, but I'm also
I got the deluxe one. Hold on.
Oh, I gotta see this.
The FX Unit Yuki deluxe art book set in this box, in this bag. There it is.
Ah, dude,
it's amazing.
Oh my god, hey, you guys.
Looks just like mine.
You know what I got for you guys?
What did you? Oh, you got us both 2 of those.
Dang, dude. What a gift that keeps on giving.
I love
not King Drill though. He's cool. You other guys suck.
I didn't buy up to that tier, so I wasn't promised it.
You know you wouldn't like me any other way.
God tier.
I don't like you anyway.
Exactly.
I don't like me either, so we're just all in the same club.
Hey, I got something else.
I got something else. My bad. I didn't mean to cut him up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
this is gaming related, right? I got a Christmas gift from a friend of mine.
Oh hell!
Check this shit out.
Oh my god!
What is that?
You see that?
Oh, dude, is that the comic?
It is.
Nice.
Wait, don't you have another one of those? Don't you have the?
Oh, I got the Earthbound one last year.
Oh, okay, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, you got it framed for me and everything.
Oh my god, that's so rad. Oh,
yeah,
so sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my pickup.
Nice. So sorry, we were actually just going through doing introductions and talking about recent pickups. And I know, of course, Sarumaru, you are the king shit over at Retro Japan. So I'm sure all of the things that you've been sharing on that Facebook page and or website You probably got a few pickups that you'd like to share with us here.
I do.
Ooh, the excitement. I can smell it.
Actually. So I got this Super Robot Tyson. It was a recommendation from Nectarsis, actually. He was the one who brought up to my attention that they now make these in English. So I got this, and this one came with a steel book, which I thought was pretty cool.
Wow,
and then I got this guy here, Shikondo, for the Nintendo Switch. It's like a bullet hell game, kind of like Oval. Yeah, it's really cool. And they just released this physical, so I'm super happy to get that. And then I got the Rockman X Anniversary Collections, which is they come in an individual chip, which is awesome. Because in America, you only get like one's in a chip, and then the other one's a download.
Gross.
Sucks ass. I know. I don't know why they didn't just do it 2 individual cards, but I guess
do it up.
They just like to fuck us like that. And then I got this Roll Nendoroid, and this is the Mega Man 11 version of Roll.
Nice.
So like
very cool,
chubbier and smaller. And then I got a bunch of other shit, but this is what was close to my hands. Like I got Monster Boy, but I bet a bunch of you guys got Monster Boy too, huh?
Yes, sir.
You did so.
I did not
you
get
like it.
I love it. I think it's really good.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
So what is the Wonder Boy? That's another remake, right? From which one?
Monster Boy is a
this is a new one, I think, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really? Because there was Dragon's Trap that came out on.
That's a remake. Dragon's Trap.
That was a couple years ago. Yeah. Then this one's a brand new one.
Brand new one, directed by the same dude who created Wonder Boy, the founder of Westone.
Oh my God, for real?
But he directed it, and then Yuzo Koshiro did a bunch of the music along with some other.
Oh my God, for real?
Yep, and it's all like beautiful hand drawn 2D goodness. No flash looking shit. It's like actually like hand drawn frame by frame art. And it's so good. Like the art's so good, and the music is great, and the intro is great. And surprisingly, I like the English intro better than the Japanese one. I thought the Japanese one was weak, sadly.
Wow.
I know. So sad. But yeah, it's good. You should get it. Go get it now.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need to get it. I need to grab it. So is it an inexpensive one? $29 or something like that? Or
$39.99, I think.
Yeah, that was $40. Yep.
What did you guys get it on? Which consoles?
Switch.
The Switch.
The Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo system. Switch.
It's convenient. So good.
Yeah, it's the only console you can play in the John.
Oh well.
And I got this guy here, but I'm doing like a crazy like unboxing video of it. It's the Capcom, the Japanese version of the beat 'em up thing that came out. But this one's like a special edition. Came with like a book and like soundtracks and like a shit ton of posters. And I'm gonna make a video about it.
Nice.
At some point.
That's so cool. And that one that includes what, 10 beat 'em ups that Capcom did?
Yeah, it does. Well, like 8, I think. It's like Final Fight, Captain Commando, Knights to the Round, King of the Dragons.
King of Dragons, yeah.
Tenshio Kurao 2, which was called what was that?
Warriors of Fate.
That's it. Warriors of Fate. Powered Gear, which I've never even heard of, and Battle Circuit.
Nice. So none of the none of those like licensed ones like
nah, unfortunately.
X-Men and stuff like that, which is fine.
Well, X-Men was Konami, but
well, no, I think he's talking about Children of the Atom.
Oh no, I meant the beat 'em up. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, my bad.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, but no Cadillacs and Dinosaurs or Alien versus Predator or.
Oh yeah.
That needs to come to something, but like who knows? That's like a licensing thing. That one's my favorite one. Is Aliens versus Predator.
Dude, I feel you because that Cadillacs and Dinosaurs got so much playtime from me, for years, and it's. Sucks to never have them on anything.
I know. That one's a good one. They need to do like a licensed one, but I guess they won't because like D&D came out. Like they just released a collection, didn't they? Like a new one, a new D&D. If I remember.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think.
Like I have the one on Saturn, but I think they made a new one, which I don't have because it's not on the Switch.
Well, wait, you mean the D&D beat 'em ups? Like
the Tower of Mysteria and
the
other one was.
What was the other one called?
It's got a weird shadows over Mystaria or something like that.
That's
There's Towers of Doom.
Towers of Doom. Okay, so I'm just combining the two like an idiot.
It's like Tower of Druaga.
Hey, that's a classic.
Druaga? I actually hated Druaga. I thought Druaga
Dude, I love Tower of Druaga. I will still play that game just for the music alone.
Tower of Druaga is awesome. It is awesome, and then that new anime that came out a few years ago is actually really good too.
For Druaga?
Yeah, it's really funny.
Is it?
It's well done. Yeah, and they constantly reference the game and how silly it was, and whenever they talk about like, oh, well, now we'll go this way, they'll show like a shot of the game with a really cheesy 8-bit bit graphics and like this through the dungeon, and then they go back to them. It's like, what happened? It's like, that was awesome. Like,
you know what I want to watch? That's an anime is a high score girl.
Hey,
you know
yeah, I've heard of that.
That's got a lot of PC Engine in it.
Yes, it does.
There's lots of PC Engine references in it. I bought the first manga for it like months ago. But there's apparently a whole anime, but it's not licensed on anything. But apparently, it's coming to Netflix.
No way.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
High
so it's
Score
gonna make
Girl,
it
right?
easy for it's gonna make it easy
there's like a
everybody to
Facebook
watch.
page for High Score Girl, and it's really really funny.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called
know.
High Score Girl. It's called like We Watch High Schooler Girl or something like that, and then like all of the stuff. It's basically just memes and like shorts and stuff like that they share, but it's really funny.
Yeah, it's cool though. They reference a lot of old school PC Engine on it.
Nice, dude. Nice. High Score. Sorry, I'm taking notes.
So am I.
I remember seeing like lots of stuff on that one. Okay. Before we just sit and talk about anime all night. I have questions for everybody. I have things to talk about.
Lay it on me.
Really, we do. I'm curious now. What would be so the first question? What would be your first gaming memory that you've gotten for like a holiday, like Christmas or something like that? John's cutting me off.
I'd like to follow up. High Score Girl coming December 24th to
Netflix.
Netflix.
Front door.
Man, I didn't know that soon. Holy
on
crap.
Netflix?
Yep.
Oh my god.
December 24th. Merry Christmas.
Is it subs or dubs?
Doesn't say.
Either way, even if it's dubbed, I'm still happy because I mean it's a show that's got PC Engine in it, and anything that exposes PC Engine to me is great.
It looks like
anything that exposes anything.
Dude, I was going to say anything that exposes anything to you is probably good.
Expose yourself to me.
Okay, Josh.
I
I'm
would,
sorry.
but this is a family stream.
No. So yeah, that's awesome. High Score Girl Netflix next week. That's freaking awesome. That's Monday. Christmas Eve, yo.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing Christmas Eve.
I know. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't even know. I thought it was like way off still.
Now you know.
What are you eating?
Sugars, strawberry, whatever this is.
Stroobs?
Strawberry cream, Russell Stover things. I just need sugar. I'm like running on empty.
You have a sugar meter, Sarah?
It's low.
All right. So, everybody, guys, let's focus, guys. Come on. You guys.
I'll try not to sidetrack.
No, it's all good. Please sidetrack as much as you wish. So I'm curious now, what you guys, if you can remember, or what you'd like to share, would be your very first gaming memory that you got on a holiday like Christmas or anything, whatever you celebrate. Like, what was the first gaming item that you got at Christmas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
I got it.
Whoever wants to go first. I can go first.
Got it.
John.
All right. Yep. I'll go. I can't remember if we got our Atari 2600 on Christmas, so I'm going to skip that one. The first and probably most significant gaming memory I have for Christmas is when I got my Turbo Duo for Christmas. I actually, the week before, I found it hidden somewhere, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
No way.
Yeah. But I played it cool. Hey, there's Ark.
Hi. I'm here.
Hi.
Ah, crap.
Finish your story. Otherwise, if Parkin starts talking, you'll never finish.
All right. So anyway, my mom never ever bought me video games or anything like that when I was a kid. But for some reason, well, I know the reason. My parents were divorced. My dad got me the Turbo Graphics, and then so my mom had to one up him and give me the Turbo Duo. So
Nice.
yay divorce. But anyway,
that's how I got my Super Nintendo.
There you go. You got to work one against the other. You got to be strategic when you're a kid.
That's not how that works.
When you're in a broken home.
No.
But anyway,
only video games can console me.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, that's my. I don't know if I don't know if that's my first gaming memory for Christmas, but that's definitely the most significant one for me. I was over the moon about it.
Is that what we're sharing right now?
Yeah. So what's that skate deck in the background?
Oh, it's a titty board. Hold on.
Titty board.
I'm sorry.
Titty board?
I'm sorry, Josh.
No, it's okay. Please continue.
Did I ever show you guys the lum deck I've got? Have you ever seen that?
You did, but it was after the stream, like a couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
Can I put tits on the stream, Josh? Is that cool?
Yeah, I'll blur it out with my special magical effects. Because I got those effects.
Big budget.
Titty boards. So it's like, it's kind of, unassuming. It's like, oh, look, it's just lum, right? And then it's like, bam!
Wow.
For these other ones, though, it's this.
The whole YouTube channels are gonna get shut down now. So.
You got this one.
Awesome. Does that say hookups?
Yeah, dude, hookups always used to have those old
and then it's like
anime chicks on the
stolen anime art.
2 scoops of titties right here. Yeah, wow. Buddy. These are the spare ones.
Are these things you got for Christmas?
No, they're things I bought. I have tons of skateboards, all over. Hang on. Can you dipshits see that?
No.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Can you see all the skateboards?
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, I got a ton of them. But were we sharing Christmas gaming memories?
Well, what we're doing right now is just kind of talking about their very first Christmas item that they got that was gaming related, and if it's something you remember or something like that. But we actually just went through and did recent pickups and stuff too. If you want to talk about any gaming items that you've gotten lately.
No, I mean I got a fuck ton of Rifts books I want to get rid of, but lately, no, I haven't really got any game stuff. No, I didn't buy that Switch Pikachu shit or anything.
Whoa.
Pikachu shit.
Bro. Whoa.
I'm waiting for it to get cheaper because I'm not really gonna play it right now. I got
it's weird, but it's cool because it's finally having an actual or sort of an actual 3D Pokemon, but
yeah, I just don't want to pay because I'm playing I got Labyrinth of Refrain, some other role playing game I fucking can't even remember. Anything NIS makes, I buy the fucking collector box like an idiot.
You idiot.
Well, I feel you because that's why I bought that John Romero box set from Limited Run because I'll buy anything Doom like a sucker.
Right. Yeah, I bought the SNK Heroines box set like a moron. There's a bunch of crap in it I don't need. I don't know why.
Was that on the Switch?
I bought the PS4 one because I'm not an idiot. So,
I didn't buy any of that.
I cannot imagine playing a fighting game on the Switch because the buttons on the Switch suck so bad.
But you can get any kind of control you want for it.
Yeah, it does Bluetooth, so almost any controller will work with it.
And
honestly, the
Switch,
Street Fighter
Switch
version of that is pretty
nice.
Yeah, the Pro controller is awesome.
Well,
but
I have the Hori one.
It's like $75.
Yeah, I bought the Pro controller day one just to play Blaster Master.
I bought the Hori Pro controller for $30. Then I got another one at Toys R Us for $4 when Toys R Us was shit in the bed. Everything was on sale.
Nice.
Stupid Toys R Us.
But speaking of the gaming memories thing, the first year we moved to this house when I was a kid, it was the year I got Super Nintendo, and my parents hid the Super Nintendo in my closet. And so it was weird. My parents, when we were kids, they hid all the presents around the house. We had to go find them. And so I remember,
Easter eggs?
Crawling around. Kind of, yeah. I remember crawling around the house. I found Street Fighter 2 under the couch and stuff like that. But I don't know how they managed to hide a Super Nintendo and a fucking Super Scope 6 in my closet while I was in that room sleeping. They managed to get in there and do that. So that was the first big memory I have. But I think the more important one was when I got PlayStation, in 4th grade. because I was weird as a kid opening presents. You know how most kids go for
As a kid. As
a kid.
You know how like most kids go for the big shit first, like the huge box. That's what they rip open. I would go from little to big. So I was opening stuff, and I opened Oddworld for PlayStation 1 because I wanted. I kept seeing the commercial, and I'm like, I don't have a PlayStation. And my mom's like, oh, that must be for your uncle. We wrapped it for you by mistake, and she just kind of took it from me. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, this Christmas sucks. And then I kept,
bitch.
Yeah, I kept opening stuff.
Hope you didn't want it.
I finally opened the PlayStation, and I didn't know what it was at first because the PlayStation 1 box was like fucking plain as shit. It was just a white box basically. And I'm like opening, I'm like, what is this? Like, is this a fucking Nike shoe box? Like, I'm like, this better not be shoes. But finally, I like realized what it was and like about had a stroke. And then like I got like Crash Bandicoot and Oddworld for it, and frantically spazzing out about hooking it up and stuff. And then, you know, I didn't get FF7 right then, but it came with the demo disc that had it on it. And I remember putting that demo disc in, and like that opening cutscene where like Eris is selling flowers and shit. Like I just sat there like my jaw dropped. I'm staring at the TV, and my dad, like, he always watched me play role-playing games. He called them tree talkers because he watched me playing Secret of Mana, and he's like, are you talking to a fucking tree? But he's like, what is this, another fucking tree talker? Then he walks over and looks at the TV and goes, holy fuck, it's 3D. Like, this is fucking cool. And he's like sitting there watching. He goes, man, because like he like paid attention to video games, but didn't realize like the PlayStation was, you know, rocking the 3D shit. And he's like, damn, this is cool. But we ended up playing Oddworld like like the whole Christmas break. Me and him were playing that, cracking up at that game because, you know, you could fart and stuff.
So funny. Yeah, I love
like,
Oddworld.
And that we were getting frustrated at parts, you know, like where you got that fucking borderline retarded camel thing, the Elam. Do you remember that? And it just kind of goes like, ugh. Do you remember that thing from the game? It's like that.
No, I don't.
It's like a camel with only 2 legs. It has no arms. It's just like this
yeah.
And we kept cracking up because you know you have to like go through the level with it, but then like the fucking enemy guys are running around, and we kept getting that fucking thing murdered. It would just get annihilated. We're like, fuck, and then we're cracking up because like the thing would just get annihilated over and over. Or we'd be on a roll and we finally get past the part, then you fucking step on a landmine that you can't see and you just fucking blow up. That game was so fucking cool.
It is. It's great. It's great. I actually even liked the new and tasty, that HD one that they came up with a few years ago. Even though that one was kind of dumbed down, it was a lot easier because I remember getting through it like really fast. I'm like, that first one wasn't this easy.
Well, it's like they did the.
Well, I mean, you're also what, like 20-some years older now. So.
Yeah. Well, did you play the Flashback remake? Did you play that?
I haven't played that. How is that?
It's like a mixed bag, I guess, because they made it a little too easy. But in some respects, I guess it's better because, you know, the old Flashback had those controls that would sometimes. I can't think of how many fucking times playing Flashback I'd be crouched down, hit the button wrong, and the fucker just rolls off a cliff, and it's like, you fucking dick.
The rolling.
Yeah, it's like, there he fucking goes, he's dead again. But the new one kind of like
roll off a cliff and roll into a landmine or whatever.
Right? Yeah, it's like
it was pretty cool looking. That roll animation was pretty sweet though.
Well, that's because they did motion cap for that. I remember my friend playing my Super Nintendo copy at my house. At the first level, you got to go up and get that gravity belt.
Yep.
And I didn't know that he didn't get the gravity belt. And he's like, where do I go? I'm like, you just jump in that fucking hole. And he jumped in the hole. But if you don't have the gravity belt, you just die. It doesn't do the cutscene to like get you through the level. He goes, what the fuck? I died. And I'm like, oh, you got to go get the belt. And then like getting to that is like this whole fucking ordeal where it's like you just step on shit and you disintegrate and shit. Like that what was that? Heart of Darkness. Do you remember that game on PlayStation?
Oh yes.
I sit and still watch. There's like YouTube compilations of the fucking kid getting killed. Those death scenes are fucking brutal. It's like a 10-year-old kid. He's just getting wrecked. Man, that was
a
awesome.
good one. That was a really good game. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, man. They don't make games like that anymore. Those like it's like Prince of Persia, like the 2D Tomb Raider controls, basically.
Yep.
Those and tank controls, bring them back.
Tank controls.
Tank controls.
Yeah.
we all had that friend that sucked at him. You know, you're watching him play Resident Evil, and it's just like watching a fucking blind person
spinning around in circles,
or walking into the fire at the beginning of Resident Evil 2. Like, what the fuck? And then they turn and walk right into a zombie.
The first time I played that game, that exact thing happened. So
yeah,
not even gonna lie. Like, what the fuck is this, and why is it terrible?
Well, I had already played the first game, so when 2 came out, I was like, oh, it's just the same. I'm good. But my friends, man, they were so dumb. And my one poor friend had the N64 one. So it's like, imagine like confusing controls with a confusing controller.
With the controller, yeah. So I still have the 64 one, and it to me amazes me that they fit onto a cartridge at all.
Yeah,
like I know they had to cut a whole bunch of stuff out, but it's the same thing with like Doom on the Super Nintendo. It's like it shouldn't be possible.
But it had cutscenes in it and everything. It was super impressive. I mean, the
really was.
Kind of looked like ass compared to the PlayStation, but then you're like, it's fucking playing FMVs out of a cart.
Right.
Really impressive.
I thought the gameplay looked a lot better on the N64 than it did on the PlayStation. But then again, it was like 2.5 years later. So
it was. Yeah, it looked better. It didn't have like the problem with the wavy texture polygon thing that the PlayStation was notorious for.
Yeah,
that really wasn't a thing on the N64 version.
No,
but I mean, too bad the N64 was a piece of shit though.
Yeah,
dude. I was too busy like soiling myself to notice wavy textures for Resident Evil stuff.
Did you freak out when the liquor comes in the police station?
The first the first thing that really got me though was my uncle was big into the first game, and we were sitting there when we were kids and he's playing it, and when the fucking dog breaks through the window for the first time when he runs through that thing, it's like holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I remember the fucking Resident Evil 2, I was Claire. I always picked the girl because Jill she could carry more shit, and I learned like Jill's better. She can hold more stuff. So I picked Claire. Well, that too. Chris is kind of a douche. But I picked Claire, and that the gun shop douche that gets killed. If you're Claire, you get that dumbass bow gun, and that liquor drops, and I got this stupid ass bow gun, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I just like take off running because it's like this isn't gonna do shit. But if you're playing as Leon, you get a fucking shotgun from that guy. So you just blow the thing away. But that fucking bow gun, it's like, and then the arrow just goes right past it. And you're like, ah! Fucking stupid. That game threw me for a loop, too. Remember later in the game when the doors, as you're going through, the fucking shit comes out and, like, attacks you? Like, later in the game, the load screens turn into pay the fuck attention screens because the shit shoots out. First time that happened, it fucking almost had a heart attack.
That and the crocodile part in the sewer got me pretty good too the first time.
Yeah. Well, I remember which Resident Evil is it where you can drain the water with the sharks? Is that Code Veronica? Where there's the shark tanks underwater? Or not underwater.
I thought that was the first one, no?
The first one you could drain the pool outside.
This was a full-on like aquarium, and then when you drain it, there's like fucking fish gimping around.
That might have been Code Veronica.
I remember. I fucking don't know what happened, but the shark is the shark's doing this, and I ran up to it, and it fucking killed me anyways. It did like the "fuck you, you're dead" shit. Like,
that's exactly what it's saying.
Pops into you, it's still like lethal. I'm like, what is this bullshit?
I know.
Yeah, like I killed
anything else you had, like with Mario World, the fish was out of water and you could just run to him and kick him to death.
Yeah, Resident Evil's like, nah, man, eat a dick. This
thing can actually still fucking kill you.
Yeah, it's like, eat a dick, you're dead. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Code Veronica, though, man. I remember when that dropped on Dreamcast, all my friends that talked shit about the Dreamcast shut the fuck up after that.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's so good.
They're over there really watching that opening cutscene where, like, drop your fucking gun, and she, like, she does like a drop thing and shoots. My friends were like, do it again. So we would like turn the game off and start it over to rewatch the cutscene.
That was spectacular.
Yeah. And then that fucking Ed Furlong looking douchebag running around the game.
Ed Furlong?
That's what he looks like. He looks like Ed Furlong from Terminator 2. He's like, don't shoot me, I'm a pansy.
It actually was voiced by Ed Furlong too.
That guy's career, man. It's deader than the fucking zombies and shit in those games.
Yeah, he's man.
Connor
rough
and
these days.
How about some of your early memories of Christmases?
Well, since Saru's like paying attention, I guess I'll go.
I was sorry. Was he asking me? He was asking you. He said Connor.
Yeah.
He said your name too. My name is not Sarumaru. But no, so I think the first one I can remember was we got our Super Nintendo kind of late. It was like 1995, I want to say.
Wow.
And that was the first time I ever got any video game stuff for Christmas because my mom was always against buying game stuff for Christmas. And so she'd go out of your way to buy you like other stuff to see if you'd forget about it. And it's like, no, we're fucking kids. We wanted the Super Nintendo. So we finally got that, Mario World, and Donkey Kong Country 2. And I spent like the entire break playing those two games that we had from school.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was a big fan. And then when we finally got the 64, she'd switched up the strategy, and it was like she used to hide the presents in different boxes so you'd think you were getting something else. And I opened the box, and it's like a fucking boot box or something. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Fucking shoes, yay. And it was Ocarina of Time in there. And I was like,
shit.
Fuck. Yeah,
that's awesome.
She always got me with stuff like that. And it was like, oh my God. Every year you'd fall for something.
Nice, dude. Nice. Mr. Sarumaru-san, Merry Christmas with the deer antlers and the awesome trucker hat. Looks fantastic.
You like it? It's got antlers on it.
It does. They wiggle.
They do.
That's great. That's
I
great.
don't really have any Christmas memories. The only one I have is a PC Engine related one. But it wasn't something that I got for Christmas as much as something that was used for background music at like my parents' like thing. They had like a Christmas thing going on, and they didn't really like people were there. They didn't really have any like Christmas music, so I used this game to like play like this like Christmas theme like over and over again.
Interesting.
And reach it. There you go. This thing.
What that is, motherfucker.
What?
And this is very, very Christmas. And so the menu for this, where you pick your games, it's like super Christmassy themed. And
what
we would
the
play
fuck
that.
is that? Seriously, what is that?
So this is the PC Engine capsule number 4. This one was the Christmas one.
Okay.
And so I got this in like November, but I always came. My parents were divorced, so like I always came to Vegas to visit my dad and my brother and my stepmom. And so at the time, I had the TurboGrafx CD, and the menu music for when you pick your games had this like musical jingle.
Wow.
That was very, very Christmassy sounding. And so I just remember playing it, like my stepmom's like humming along, like music. It was really funny. But yeah, that was it. I didn't really get like cool stuff for Christmas. I always got stuff for my birthday, but Christmas was always kind of lame.
Man, speaking of fucking Christmas shit with music, check this shit out. Listen. Hold on. I gotta find out how to do it. Where's the demo button? There it is. It plays Last Christmas, but it's all fucking FM and shit. That's the demo song. It's so fucking goofy. Yeah. Here it comes. It does like the whole fucking song too. It's funny as shit.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
why is that the demo song?
I don't know. I think like it was big at the time when this came out. They're like, oh man, we're gonna put that fucking song in there. I don't know. But yeah, it's just cracked because the first time I got this, I clicked the button and I'm like, why does this sound familiar? And I'm like, holy fuck, this is really the demo song. Yeah.
Dude, that's funny.
This is actually what I use to make all like the Turbo and MSX music because it's got MIDI out.
Oh, cool.
I use this like in my Fruity Loop shit to like fuck with stuff. Yeah, buddy. Someone's like, "Oh, I got this fancy Korg MIDI doodad." I'm like, "Oh, I got this Yamaha like toy keytar from like 1986." I just it's got MIDI and keys. It's kind of whatever, you know.
So I gotta ask, with the song being out there and all, why didn't we get Last Christmas in one of those games?
Because I don't want to get sued for selling it.
St. Atlantean.
Yeah, why wasn't there like a hidden track in St. Atlantean?
I guess I could have done that. Yeah, maybe next time.
Mm-hmm.
Or just do a CD game and put the real fucking song. He's dead. He can't fucking sue us now.
Into
sucks to suck.
The only real story that I have, I guess I kind of got two, but like my first gaming memory as far as like you know, gaming related stuff and a Christmas holiday, 1984. I was 5 years old, and Christmas I wound up getting a Tandy color computer. That was pretty sweet. I got a Tandy color computer, a TV, and I got like 3 games: football, Downland, and Color Cubes for the Tandy color computer. And I got to set that up all in my bedroom and stuff. That was really sweet. Remember that? Like, I remember that really, really well, and I still have all of those games and the system and stuff.
Was it a Coco 1 or 2 or 3?
It was a Coco 2.
Ah, okay.
It was the 2. With Downland was like the big game. That was like basically my very first video game. It played a little bit like Donkey Kong, a little bit like Mario Brothers. It's actually a brilliant game. Yeah. The story I wanted to tell, the Christmas that I actually had was the last one where I was a kid, I guess, because like I turned 18 my senior year of high school. The Christmas right prior to that, my parents basically said, like, we're going to get you anything you want, up to $250. So
they got you a sweet hooker.
And it was for $250. Yes, the best in town. No, they said that they basically aligned that with the fact that the Nintendo 64 had just come out that fall, and I was like really excited. I had a friend who got it on launch. I played Super Mario 64, and I was like, "Oh, that's really sweet! Like, this is really a cool system. The game looks beautiful." There was Pile of Wings in Mario 64. That was pretty much it. Holiday. I think there was maybe a couple other games, but that was kind of it. And my parents were like, "Yeah, $250. You can get anything you want." And I wound up spending all $250 on my parents' credit card on. They were doing a whole slew of specials. I think it was 3 Super CD games for $99. So I wound up getting 6 games off of that, and then like 2 or 3 other games. I spent $250 on my parents. I just ordered them for my mom. My mom would get them in the mail, and then they were like, you know, she would wrap them or whatever, and I'd open them on Christmas Day. And I don't remember exactly every game I got that Christmas, but it was like Street Fighter Special, or Fatal Fury Special, East 4. There was a couple other ones, and it was so stupid too because I think about back in the 90s on TZD.com.
Oh, TZD. Okay, I was just gonna say, where'd you get them from?
Yeah, it was all TZD. This is all 1996, so like they had, you know, copies of Magical Chase and Dynastic Hero and all sorts of stuff. And I wound up purchasing Dynastic Hero back in the day for a good deal. But I'm pretty sure I got Super Air Zonk that Christmas and a few other ones. But like that Christmas morning, I think I opened like 8 games, all for the Turbo, and it was so fucking awesome. I mean, that whole Christmas break, like I just sat and played Turbo the entire time, and my friends were like, "Why didn't you get the N64?" And it's like, why would I get the N64? Like, look at this stuff. Look at these games I got. Like, there's nothing on the N64 that can compete with this stuff. And I just had so much fun. That was an awesome Christmas.
I think that's like a recurring theme for a lot of people is like the people that got PlayStations all had those dumbass friends that got N64s. And the N64 kids could not wrap their head around the fact that the PlayStation just had all this good shit. And they had like 2 games, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, right.
So when do I break the bad news to him that I liked both of them? Like I had an N64 and my good buddy had a PlayStation. It was, you know, because I had the Super Nintendo and he had the Sega Genesis. So it was just kind of how it worked out, and we ended up being able to play a lot more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I guess the N64, what sucked about it is some of the games, if you were playing by yourself, they just sucked. Like the single player games, a lot of them were kind of
there was a lot of like up until the Wii, I think it was like the biggest like garbage to actual good title ratio.
Yeah. And there was no role-playing games on it, and that just fucking screwed it up for me. I was like, yeah, Quest 64, nah, I'm good.
No, Quest 64 sucks. I had a copy of that, and when I sold off my N64 and stuff, I kept that game because I was like, I can't in good conscience let anyone else play this.
Yeah.
And I took it out back and smashed it with a sledgehammer.
That's amazing. That's a great story.
Like, fuck this game.
That's so funny. Dude, I used to work at a GameStop around like the late 90s and the 2000s, and I remember anytime there was anything that even sounded like an RPG that would come out on N64, I would have to try it. And at GameStop, you could like, or with software, etc., you could like check out games and play them, so you at least had some kind of an idea of what you were selling. And man, anytime an RPG-like game came out on the N64, I would get giddy because it's like, I miss RPGs, and like I didn't have a PlayStation. I had a Saturn. And an N64. Saturn was plenty of good RPGs. But like N64, I mean, shit, it was like Ogre Battle 64. Okay, there you have a strategy war game, strategy role-playing game, and then Aiden Chronicles. Jesus Christ, was that awful?
That game wasn't that bad.
It was technically the sequel to Quest 64.
It wasn't that bad, but when that's the best you can do for an RPG on your system, you're not doing very well.
Right.
I haven't even heard of it. I don't even know what that is.
So it was done by THQ, same team that did Quest 64. It was very like, they had a lot of cool ideas. It's sort of like it's decent. It isn't the worst thing in the world, but it wouldn't even be top 50 like PlayStation RPGs. Like it's just meh. And it's like, I don't know, the battle system was a little bit like Quest 64. The storyline was okay. The graphics were awful. Like I thought they looked terrible.
Quest 64 was just awful at everything.
It really was.
It really was. Pissed off that I remember it now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Otherwise, there was Shadowgate 64, which is actually pretty cool. I like that one, but I don't know if you can consider that an RPG. It was more of a first-person like adventure. Like it's very much puzzles and shit. It was very Shadowgatey. Actually, it was pretty well done, I thought. And it actually, interestingly enough, it referenced Beyond Shadowgate in it.
Oh.
For real, it really did. They talked about Lakmir, the character from Beyond Shadowgate. I don't know if any of you guys have played Beyond Shadowgate, but like that's like an amazing game. I love that game for the Turbo so much. But like there was this section in Beyond Shadowgate where there's this hut like out in the middle of nowhere, and it's the area is called Lakmir's hut, and he's just like, this character's frozen on a chair, and there's like this wraith that's like floating in the middle of the room, and you walk in, and if you spend any more than like 5 seconds in there, you will freeze to death, and then it just gives you one of those cool death sequences. So you got to figure out what to do. It's actually something you got to do outside, where you like hold a magnifying glass up to a window so that the sunlight comes through and like melts the guy or whatever. It's a really cool sequence. It's a cool scene. It's an awesome puzzle game. But like they reference that in Shadowgate 64 where they talk about Lakmir and the Frozen Wraith and all this stuff, and it's like, holy fuck! They acknowledge the fact that Shadowgate 64 is the third Shadowgate game. Like that's cool.
Now, does Paper Mario count as an RPG?
I think it does. That's a fantastic game.
Yeah, totally.
Because I really liked that one. I thought that was the best one they ever did. Although
I like Thousand Year Door.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, Thousand Year Door was great. I think
those two were the ones I liked, and then the other ones all stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like Super Paper Mario on the Wii. That was disappointing.
I just remember watching my friend's wife try to play through that, and was like, "What the hell am I looking at?"
Yeah, there was a lot of goofy control stuff, and it was like, honestly, the first trailer I saw of it, or like the commercials for it, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like you switch between the 3D and the 2D, and it's like, oh, is it going to play like a regular Mario game? Is it going to be battle system? Like what's going on here? And it just kind of is, I don't know, it's just kind of meh. It's a little bit.
Then they went on with like freaking Sticker Star, and I think I got 5 minutes into that game and then threw it.
So it's not good? I've never tried that.
It's terrible. It's
really
god-awful. Like so to do the battles, you actually have to like save the stickers, and that's how you do like attacks in battle and shit.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's like, why would you change the formula and do it something so retarded?
That sucks.
I am one of the few who actually enjoyed Sticker Star until I got to the end. The end's awful, but I thought it was a decent game. I didn't think it was as bad as everybody said.
Wasn't there one called Color Splash or something too?
Yeah, the Wii one.
How's that? I mean, that's one too, right?
Yeah, I never played it.
I think the battles are the same kind of thing where it's like you're drawing from the except they're cards instead of stickers.
Oh, it's such a simple but it's engine. Like really just redo 1,000 Year Door in HD. Like, isn't that kind of it? Just add new storyline elements, make it another fun game. Like, I don't know why these people think they need to just reimagine or recreate the battle system and everything from scratch over and over again. It's like all we want is more of the same with a better story, like new chapters of these characters and stuff. It's like just give us more of the same.
Well, that's kind of what Nintendo does. So
it's like, hey, we basically took this old game, slapped a new coat of paint on it, and charged you $60.
Well, yeah, I mean, Square does that every time they come out with a new Final Fantasy, kind of.
Nah, man, they fuck that game up brand new every time.
What, you didn't like Final Fantasy 15 Spring Break?
Man, here's my take on 15.
I don't think 15's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad either. But
that game looked fantastic, but the combat system was so dumb. Like, you give that big shirtless fuck the fire bombs you make from the really shit tier magic crap they came up with. That fucker just runs and throws like all of them at the first bug he sees. It's like, what are you doing? And then Prompto, the idiot with the camera, he's armed with a fucking gun, and he's just Liu Kang bicycle kicking at people. And it's like, use your gun. Dude, what are you doing?
If you can Liu Kang bicycle kick,
he can't though. He fucking dies every time he tries to do it.
If you can do it, you do it.
If you can do it, you do it.
Yeah, like that game, like the combat, like fucking ruined it because like that, and they added MMO like features to a game where you're playing by yourself. Like the fucking guy's like, "Go get me tomatoes." It's like, get your own tomatoes, dick. I'm not helping you. I got better shit to do.
Well, they added the worst part, the fetch quests and all.
Yeah, like that stuff's like meaningless bullshit you do when your friends haven't logged on yet to an MMO, and they made that like a thing in a single player game, and it's like, fuck, why? But I remember, dude, playing 15, I almost pissed myself. I bought the Walkman or whatever, and bought all the Final Fantasy gas station CDs and stuff. Well, I was blasting the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack while I was dicking off in the woods. And the Final Fantasy VIII boss battle music kicked in because that's the next track that was on the soundtrack. I fucking flipped out. I thought a boss battle was happening. I'm running in circles like a retard. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Freaking out. And then I'm like, oh, wait, that's the Final Fantasy VIII boss music. There is nothing happening right now. And I'm just in the woods panicking like an idiot, running around in circles. Thought something was happening. Nothing was happening.
I would have probably paid change to see that.
Yeah, well, I was like half asleep and like just sat up like, and I'm like doing that. But and the thing that sucks is like there was no girls in the party. I mean, they were kind of girly, but like it was just so lame because it was like the fucking boy band quest. It was like you get the cool chick for like a minute and then the Tits McGee Dragoon chick, but like you're basically stuck with like 3 douchebags that you don't really want to be with. And like, why does only one of them have a British accent? Like, they're all from the same place. I don't understand. Like, the one Harry Potter looking fuck is like, look at me, I'm British, and everyone else is like just a typical like they look like they're on their way to a Static X concert. It's like what is happening? And like everyone else is like a bunch of hicks in their American Eagle outfits at a fucking Texaco station, and here in walks the Mall Rat Brigade. Like, what's up, bros? Like, let's get our car fixed. It's like, what the fuck? And
dude, it was like I got serious Borderlands vibes from that because it was like, the redneck guy working at the gas station doing all this shit, and then it's like, here comes this weird ass like random crew out of nowhere. And
what really pissed me off about that game,
Final Fantasy 15,
dude, 15 fucking every Final Fantasy starts out fucking lit as fuck. 6 is like you're stomping in the Magitech suits, like, whoa. 4, you like murder people and steal shit. 7, there's like the fucking like we're jumping off the train, whooping ass, infiltrating a thing. Here's 15, we're pushing our fucking broken car down across a fucking thing. Like, wow. Every other Final Fantasy starts out strong as shit. And here's
10.
You know what? No, it doesn't, because Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles never takes its foot off the brake pedal. Fuck that.
I love Crystal Chronicles. And that Switch version that's coming out with online play is going to be amazing.
Crystal Chronicles is another game where you need friends to have fun. It's like you have that one friend that comes over. It's like, here, hold the thingy.
I don't mind being bucket bitch. I would do the healing. I was amazing. I was amazing holding the bucket.
We had that, and we had the Zelda 4 Swords thing where you had to like connect the stupid Game Boy.
Another cool game. Four Swords Adventures was fun.
It's a great concept. A great concept. When do you actually have 4 people that you trust to sit down and not fuck things up, though?
Never.
That's why. Yeah, that's why you need to do it online. Like if they were going to re-release that game on the Switch online, where you could play and just match up with people online and play, that's like Crystal Chronicles is going to be that. You can just sit by yourself and just log online and play with other people online.
Dude, every time I log on to one of these online games, there's always some guy in there who's like throwing C4 at his teammates' feet and like, beating off.
That was me with fucking Delta Force throwing. Me and my friend would throw flashbang grenades nonstop. We would do nothing else but throw flashbang grenades. And we'd play in a LAN in class, and all 16 fucking screens are just lit up white. And everyone's like, "Stop fucking doing that," because no one could see anything.
See, that's the kind of guy you're going to get matched with. Like Chronicles Online.
Yeah. But why would you play Crystal Chronicles Online? You could just do this, man. Look, you could play FF11 and be a pretty kitty. I'm a red mage. Look at me. Christ. Look at this guy. What is he doing?
What is wrong with you?
Wow. He's just full-on weird. My favorite thing to do in this game right now, actually, is to like cruise around and look for stupid names. Like, look, here's Tub Guy. Wine Cooler. Oh, man. There's a guy. There's a little midget. The little dude. Catabolic. What the fuck? I have screenshot. Well, I thought that was nullity. It's nullified. Oh. I fucking thought I cracked up. There's a dude on here. His name's Bong Saber.
Bong Saber?
Yeah, I forgot what other. I have a folder of fucking screenshots. I think. Let me see if I can find and read some of these fucking names off, because it was like fucking god tier names.
That reminds me, like when we first got Xbox Live and Halo Online when that was new. And we would add people to our friends list based solely on the hilarity of their usernames.
Yeah, dude.
So we had one guy in there that was just like the boner until he got banned.
Oh man, I got a fucking screenshot of Bong Saber. Look. Well, what else we got here? That's me dead.
Ark, I gotta ask you, what's up with the chip clip?
Oh, I have them. I use them for like cables and stuff. Like I clip cables with them and stuff.
Oh, you clip them to your nuts for fun. I got you.
Yeah, or sometimes I just like play with the chip clip. There's Jizu. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's named Sharded. Black paint. Perfect. Oh, that's so great. Dumpster fart. Look at this shit. Oh, this guy just got like a fucking Dragon Quest shield. That was cool. Where's some of these other good? Doobie Ra. I don't know if there's any other good ones. There's Timur. Oh, I found Cobain and Skeeta. We're trap bars. The one other good one I just did like a couple days ago. I fucking almost pissed myself laughing.
Bean Soup. That was good.
Yeah, El Kabong. Well, like Thoughts and Prayers, but he spelled it like THOTS.
Thoughts and Prayers.
Anna Kendrick. Where's the funny one? I swear I just screenshotted it like a week ago or something. It's got to be coming up. Wait. Oh, there's Dark Pimp.
I just legit don't get dumpster fart. Like,
here's Toothpick. This one is fucking Helicooter. Rex Kwando from fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, here we go. L Dizzy MF Nuts. Like what the fuck? But he's standing next to Betty Crocker in a fucking movie. That's what I found. I was like fucking dying laughing. So sometimes I just run through town and look for like the stupidest fucking names I can find and just screen cap them. Because it's like some of these people, it's like that is your permanent fucking name on this game. Like that's what you pick. You are now that stupid name until you quit playing. the guy named Sharded though. He's like one of the big tall dudes, and he's in full plate mail, just running down the street, and it's just says Sharded, and he's running, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I think it's pretty obvious from his name what he's doing.
And Black Tane, he's just standing, and I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you pick that name?
See, this is why now we have the option for one free name change on Xbox Live and PSN.
I will never forget, man, when we used to play 11 like years ago, right when it came out, there was this dude, his name was Chewbacca. It was so funny. I don't know why we laughed so hard at that every time we seen him.
Pretty good though.
He'd come running by, he's like, Chewbacca, and he'd just go cruising through town. Oh man. But yeah, Final Fantasy 11, man, they really fixed this game, because I don't know if you guys ever played it back in the day. It was like just getting fisted with a phone pole, like right up the ass, just bam, like, and like a splintery one too, not even like a smooth one. Like,
why don't you just play a Realm Reborn? I heard that's the good.
Because that game's basically, it looks pretty, but it's like, wow, it's not as the classes do not play like Final Fantasy. Like Summoner is a DP, like a damage dealing class. Like you
just say it doesn't play like Final Fantasy.
No, right.
Final Fantasy 11 doesn't play like a Final Fantasy.
Yes, it does. All the classes function like Final Fantasy classes. They're actually like pretty legit, and the combat plays like a turn-based Final Fantasy sort of. It's like 12, but 14, like the fucking Summoner, you don't get real summons. You get little Pokemon-looking things. They're not like real. Like it sucks. Like
is that like Blue Dragon?
No, that game is absolutely terrible.
Like this is like
terrible. It is not absolutely.
It is absolutely. How many of those chests were there that you had to find that were just like empty?
Yeah,
fucking bullshit. And it played that annoying like sound that could have been the Price is Right horn.
Oh
yeah, and it wasn't.
Bad. Yeah, well, 14 though, like.
It wasn't perfect. It wasn't a great game, but it wasn't.
It was a good try for a 360 RPG, but like 14, your red mage isn't like a cool hybrid support job anymore. Bards are damage dealers. Summoners don't get real summons. Ifrit's like a floating red Pokemon piece of shit. It's just awful, and it plays like WoW. It's just like frenetic bullshit in combat. You're just hitting, you're smashing the keys like you've got like it's like watching Michael J. Fox try to type his name. It's just so bad. Like it's not like a coherent game. Like sometimes when I play it, I'll go into a boss battle and just sit there. I don't have to do anything and we win because it's just a fucking clusterfuck. 11, like you have to like play the game. You have to pay attention, and like the combat has like the attack, magic, item menus you can click on, and it's like playing a PS2 game. Like it's pretty Final Fantasy like. But it used to be like really brutal. Like when you go from the elf town, you'd want to go to the other town where you get the chocobo license. It'd take you like a solid hour to walk there in real time. And if you died on the way, you lose experience. And it was like a lot of experience. And you had to walk all over again. Like you didn't, unless you found some dick that would raise you where you died, you had to like go back to your home point in town and start the trip over. Lots of crap like that happened. Or like the problem is the game was designed by Japanese people where they had like a cooperative mindset, and they released it in America. And it's like, hey man, can you help me do this quest? Like, fuck you, I ain't helping you. Do it yourself, bitch. And it's like, no, like the door requires 4 human beings to step on things or it won't open. I need to get through there. They're like, fuck you, do it yourself. I'm like, I literally can't. Like, I need 3 other people. Like, and then people like refuse to help. And like. It was fine, and what was funny was we got it in America after Japan got the first expansion. That's when it came out here. So we logged on, and there was Japanese people that were already max level, and they were all cooperative, but the Americans were all dicks. Like, you just could not get help. It's fucking stupid, but they fixed a lot of that now, so you don't have to worry about relying on assholes to do stuff.
You are not turning it into.
Huh? Did you say I'm not turning into?
Can you guys hear me? This is like my connection is like.
Oh.
You are not turning this into a Final Fantasy 11 infomercial for you.
I'm just saying,
they got a stupid little Final Fantasy game.
There's a Christmas event right now, man, and Trick Flow's hanging out in town with Mr.
Dude, there's a
Miles.
Christmas event in Phantasy Star Online shithack on their private servers.
Dude, when Phantasy Star used to do those decorations, like the legit ones when it was like still up, that shit was so cool. All the Christmas events and those.
They are pretty cool, and the ones that are still going are pretty rad too.
Yeah.
And shithack and on Ultima servers. But we're at almost the end of the show. I wanted to talk about the
what now?
One Christmas gift that I'm going to get by me. The Secret Santa.
Hail Satan.
To open up here. Who all was a part of the Secret Santa on the Discord this year?
I was.
I was
not.
Wait, are you opening
hear what I said?
Are you going to open it right now?
Yeah,
okay.
He said earlier he was going to open it.
Rip that fucker open. Come on.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Hope it's from Nightwolf. It's from Nightwolf.
Show us it's from Nightwolf.
Oh, Lord.
Tell us
Sure it is. I can't actually tell what it is from the outside, so here we go.
The fucking game, duh.
Ooh. Oh my god, dude. Roston Saga 2.
Cool.
Nice.
Who's it from?
Nice. That's a new one.
That's cool, man.
It's from Springfield, Massachusetts. I don't know who is in Springfield, but Gotzendianer.
Oh, that
nice.
Nice.
I think
that is really fun. I'm actually really stoked about this one.
That might be. Is the name on the box, or did they fucking blank it out? I'm dumb and forgot to blank my name out, but the person
it just says Secret.
I did that last year.
I just didn't care. I left my name on the box.
The person I mailed to knows where I live because we've mailed to each other. He's gonna know regardless. But I think are we supposed to guess the Secret Santa?
Yeah, I put Secret Santa on there.
I did because I think I know who yours is. Am I allowed to say?
What was that?
I think I know who your Santa is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say though.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is awesome. These are.
I think it's Hoobs. I think Hoobs lives in Massachusetts.
Oh,
maybe.
You can totally say.
Yeah, it's just Hoobs.
Mm.
Hoobs.
Yeah. Nice.
I was
Hoobs
pretty.
or Hobbs?
I thought it was Hoobs. HOOBS88. Or maybe it's
sweet.
Hoobs.
I'm excited. I get to play Rasmus Saga 2. This game's a bit weird one, isn't it? Though, like your sprite is gigantic.
Your sprite's like China Warrior, yeah. It's not the greatest game, but it's kind of amusing, anyways.
Boobies. Hell yeah, dude! Some new PC Engine games to play. I'm excited.
I was stoked that the dude I got for a Secret Santa.
I already got China Warrior, but these are going to be
hell yeah. Do a live play of Rasmus Saga.
Nice, no, cool, awesome, exciting, cool. I am
gamer alone, so you can rage.
I'm excited. I'm going to go play these right away.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, buddy.
I totally will. That's awesome. Ooh. Yes. So, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you to those that have been viewing this so far.
All three of you.
A few people to thank here: X3002 and Pickle Friction, Kid Shoryuken. Greetings and salutations from Japan. And Tabitha.
Wow.
Tabitha. Well, there's been like 6 or 7 people. And Joshua Zace. He's also.
Yeah, see, it was more than 3.
I guess Josh is out.
Hey, Art, it's your show now, man.
Fucking poverty net over here, fucking popping. Can't even handle a webcam chat with 4 other fucking people.
Suddenly it's like,
It's like Xbox Live peer-to-peer shit going on.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Dingaling. You're back.
Wow.
I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh, there he is.
I keep getting booted.
No, we did it.
It's Nightwolf. He's fucking with your connection, man.
And, can you guys hear me? I keep getting booted off of here.
You download right now.
Download more internet. Make it faster.
Cease your libel.
Cease your libel.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Connor. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, John. Happy holidays, Sorry Mari. Happy holidays, Arkansas. Andrew. Arco. And thank you all for watching. Thank you. Have a great happy holidays and have a Merry Christmas and everything else that you do.
Happy Kwanzaa.
And happy.
Tip top tet.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Enjoy
Is
your.
Is anyone gonna do Dan's fucking go bye shit in lieu of Dan not being here?
Oh shit.
No.
I'm not. I'm bad with.
Go bye bye.
Go bye bye. Yeah.